Hello, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mitch and I'm just going to show you around our GLX Plus Triton 2018 model. So starting out, you can see the front of the car. We have accessorised the GLX Plus with the matte black sports bar off the GLS Sport Edition. GLX Plus comes standard with a halogen headlight, the black grille. You do get fog light covers on the upper models. You do get fog lights on the GLS and the Exceed model. I have got the bonnet open here, so I'll quickly show you under the bonnet. We have got a bonnet stand. Just put that in place. Okay, so I'll show you the engine here. It's a 2.4 litre turbo diesel. This one is mated to a 5-speed automatic. Power wise, you are looking at 133 kilowatts, 430 newton meters of torque. You will get 7.1 litres per 100 with a manual gearbox. It's a 6-speed manual. You're looking at about 7.6 litres per 100 kilometres with the 5-speed automatic. Now the turbo is mounted up quite high here. It does generate a little bit of heat. It does have an EGR system. So an EGR system is exhaust gas recirculation, and it also uses a DPF filter, a diesel particulate filter. Now on all of our diesel models, they do use an auto regen function. So that will clean out that filter periodically when it is needed to be cleaned. You can also go for a drive at more than 40 kilometres an hour for about 10-15 minutes, and that'll also clean out the system as well. Battery is located on the passenger side of the vehicle, also known as the curb side. So should you need access to the battery on the side of the road, you're not standing in traffic, which is a really good, safe option to have. Just shut the bonnet now. And coming around to the driver's side of the vehicle, all of our Tritons come with the wheel arch liners on the side, 16-inch alloy wheel on the GLX Plus. GLX comes with a steel wheel, GLX Plus alloy wheel, and the GLS and Exceed models come with a 17-inch alloy wheel. The next size up, a little bit more dramatic in style and size. Mud flaps are standard, side step standard on GLX and above. They are quite sturdy. I'm quite tall, and you can see that they can definitely substantiate my weight. Integrated indicator on the front quarter panel on both sides. Textured black finish mirrors, quite large, so you don't have very many blind spots on the vehicle. Textured black door handles with a key hole in the driver's side there. You do have keyless entry on the key, obviously. Put the key in the key barrel and start the car from there. Continuing around the back of the vehicle, we've also accessorised the GLX Plus with a matte black sports bar, again off the GLS Sport Edition. So just to show you what we can do, we can put a sports bar on any car that hasn't got one. We'd like the black on the white, so we've gone with that option there. It does differentiate the standard chrome finish on a sports bar. We do also have the soft tonneau cover as well. I'll take that up so you can have a look inside as well. Very simple. You can see here it just uses a running rail across the side here with a plastic liner here that just clips over the side. Now inside here we have got our tub liner. So there's two different options for a tub liner. This is the under rail tub liner, which sits, as you can clearly see, underneath the upper lid of the tub. Now the over rail tub liner comes up over the side, which gives you a little bit more protection across the top of the tub and also the boot lid, the tailgate I should say. All of our Tritons come standard with a reverse camera, whether it be as a cab chassis with a tray or as a pickup body with the tub. Integrated there on the back there, you can also see the tub liner carried over onto the back for extra support, and once again this is quite strong. This will support quite a substantial amount of weight. One thing that we do recommend if you are going for a secured lock system, be it a hard tonneau cover with a lock or a canopy, we do recommend fitting a keyless lock system for your tailgate. It integrates to your keyless entry or your key button on your keys, and it will lock the tailgate. Obviously adding that extra level of security. So to put the soft cover back down, we just push along the edge, and it is fully removable as well. So should you need to have full access to the whole space inside that tub, you can just remove the soft cover, store it in your garage or somewhere safe at home, and it not get damaged, obviously, giving you that full access for the full storage if you do have a high item in the back here. Fuel door is on the passenger side. Okay, it will accept a high flow nozzle, benefit of which is obviously it is a 75 litre fuel tank, so you will fill that tank nice and quick. At the moment, I think diesel prices, the way they are, full tank roughly will cost you about $85 to $90. As you can see down the passenger side, identical to the driver's side other than that fuel door, so side steps, mud flaps, the same textured black finish door handles, and also the same size rear mirror here. What we'll do is, this being an 18 model, I'll jump inside, I'll run you through the interior of the car, and I'll also show you through the Android Auto function within the car as well, with the smartphone display audio system. Okay, so just showing you through the interior of the GLX Plus Triton. First off, we've got the driver's airbag in the steering wheel, pretty standard now. We've also got a passenger SRS airbag in the passenger side of the dashboard. You've also got SRS curtain airbags that come through, obviously, on the side of the A pillar and B pillars throughout, and also in the side of the driver and passenger seats as well. They will deploy out the side of the seat there to protect from, obviously, side impacts on the car. Coming back around to the front here, pretty standard, straightforward across the dash here. Very easy to use. You've obviously got your wipers on the left. Missed auto function. There's no auto function in the GLX Plus, but moving up you do gain auto function in the GLS and the Exceed. Obviously you've got your sensitivity as well, or when I say your sensitivity, your intermittent speed on the side and the end of the stalk. On the other side of the steering wheel, on the right hand side, the right hand stalk is obviously for your indicator and your lights. Okay, you do get a comfort touch system that if you do just touch the stalk in one direction, you will get 3 clicks in either direction. Okay, little handy tip with the lights as well. So the lights, obviously, you've got your parkers and your headlights and your high beam. Pull back towards you to click them on, pull back to take them off. If you, for example, you do forget that you turn your lights off, when you do open the door and turn the car off, you will hear a chime, and then it's off. So the car has automatically turned the headlights off for us. As soon as you turn the car back on, those lights are back on, the headlights, albeit the parkers that you left the system in. If you turn the lights on while the car is completely off, the car will keep the lights on. Let's turn them back off again. On the steering wheel itself, we have got your media and telephone controls on the left hand side, being volume up and down, seeking tracks. Mode button will change to your AM FM radio, and also your DAB stations. You also have your voice control here and your telephone answering and disconnect. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, we have got our cruise control. We have got the left button down here being cruise control, turning it on or off. You can see the green light on the dash come up once it is illuminated there to tell us that the cruise control is on. And you have got also a limit function. So turning that on, it activates in the center screen just above the gear location and also your fuel and engine temperature. You can see just up here it does say limit off. You set that with the cruise control toggle to set your speed. Basically it just sets a top speed limit that the car will travel at, while you maintaining full control of the vehicle through the accelerator pedal. So driving the car normally, the car will stop you from accelerating, cutting all engine power once you get close to 44 kilometers an hour in this instance. It works within the laws of physics and gravity. Obviously, if you are traveling down a hill, quite a steep hill, it will obviously exceed that speed. It will let you know that you have exceeded that speed. I like to call it the school zone mode. Set it to 40. Rather than being cruise control, you have full control of the car. If you take your foot off the accelerator, the car will coast. There is a safety mechanism built into that system. If you do plant your foot fully flat on the accelerator and press the little button on the floor with the pedal, it will deactivate the limit function and accelerate at full throttle. Turning that off, back to normal again. Okay. Moving across to the center of the car, the center console here, we do have the piano black trimming around the air conditioning and the SDA, the smartphone display audio system, the screens there. That starts on the GLX Plus and works all the way up to the Exceed model. On the GLX model, it is just a textured plastic finish. As you can see here, we do get a warning when we start the car, just to let us know that we need to obviously obey all traffic rules and to drive safely. So we just press agree. Okay, here's the home screen. We have the apps button at the top in the left hand corner in the yellow. So that'll only be functional if you have a compatible iPhone, Apple CarPlay, or Android phone. Whatever the manufacturer be, as long as it uses Android as its operating system, you will have access to Android Auto. I'll run you through that today. We have got your telephone for obviously Bluetooth connection, iPod, USB, so you can play media off a USB device, whether it be your USB memory stick. If you have audio files on there, the car will play those. You have got FM, AM and DAB radio. So DAB radio, for those that don't know, it adds extra stations that aren't normally available on the normal frequencies, AM and FM. As you can see here, Aussie classic rock, cool, old school, the 80s and 90s. We push the station button here and we can cycle through and view all of those extra stations that are available. So you can see some in there that might be familiar. We have got, for example, there 3AW, that is an AM station. Now, the benefits of listening to it on a DAB frequency is that it sounds like you're sitting in the broadcast studio with them. You don't get the interference from train lines or tram lines. It's crystal clear. You hear everything like you're actually sitting in the studio. In terms of actively saving a station that you really like into your preset list, it's very simple. I'll move across to Bay 2. And you can see that it's completely blank. If I hit the station button, select the station that we want, let's say the Edge. We're currently listening to the Edge, you can see the speaker next to that. We head back, we select Bay 2, we push and hold the first, and we've saved our preset station, the Edge, to the first position, and so on and so forth. You know, if the kids want to be really annoying, they can jump in and override all of your radio stations to the same one. At the end of the day, it's not a hassle. Go back in, find your station, push and hold it, you're back to normal. That works the same for your FM and AM as well. We have a vehicle settings screen there, Bluetooth audio, HDMI, day and night toggle, screen off clearly just turns the screen off, your clock and GPS. Now the GPS function in this car without your phone connected is purely just a location. It tells you your longitude and latitude. There's no actual way of navigating in the vehicle unless your phone is connected, whether it once again be Apple or Android. Now that I've mentioned Apple and Android, I'll go back to the app screen and we're going to connect my phone, and I'll walk you through the process of connecting the phone to the system. So plugging the phone in. So this is the first screen we see. Welcome to Android Auto. We follow the prompts. I'll run you through it very quickly. It takes only a couple seconds to set up. We say get started, accept, accept. It's just going to quickly download the latest version. It takes about 10 seconds. We go continue. We allow all 6 of these prompts. Go continue. We turn the little switch on for Android Auto. We allow. We go continue. Okay. Now we look at the screen on the car. Now for a first time user, I recommend using Show Me How. This will just run you through a quick tutorial in the system and show you how to use the minor functions for easeability for the use of Android Auto. For now, I'll just press skip. Okay, so the car's saying that we can talk to Google by saying the magic words, "Okay Google." How long was John Howard a Prime Minister for?
According to Wikipedia, John Winston Howard, OMC, is a former Australian politician who served as the 25th Prime Minister of Australia in office from 1996 to 2007.
Completely useless information for while you're driving, but it shows you the capabilities of what can be done with the Google Assistant just through voice control, just by saying those 2 magic words. On the screen you can see that automatically my phone knows I'm at work and knows I'm connected to Android Auto, so it suggests that I might be driving home. You can see the weather for Berwick. We scroll down the screen and you can also see the recent contacts. If you have messages in your that are unread, it'll also pop up on the screen and prompt you to either the car will read them out to you, or you can reply to them using your voice as well. You can ask the Google Assistant many things. As you saw, we asked how long John Howard was a Prime Minister for. We can find out weather for different, obviously, cities, towns around Australia, Victoria, or around the world. We can navigate to different addresses, and obviously we can call and message people. For example, I'm going to message Marty, who's on my list here. I'm just going to message him and tell him that we're doing a video on the GLX Plus. So we push and hold the voice command button on the steering wheel, or we can touch the microphone on the touchscreen. Send a text message to Marty.
There are two people with that name, Marty or Danny Martin. Which one do you want to text?
Marty.
What's the message?
You better like this video, we're putting a lot of effort into it.
Here's your text to Marty. You better like this video with putting a lot of effort into it. Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
Okay. Message sent.
So now Marty will receive the message, and hopefully sitting in his office, he'll reply to us, and you can see what happens when we get a message back from a contact that we have messaged. Meanwhile, just to remind you, we're doing this without obviously touching the phone. The phone is located in the center console. If we wanted to call someone, or obviously like we've just done, send a message, we've just touched the button on the steering wheel in this instance. So theoretically, our hands haven't left the steering wheel. The next thing I'm going to show you, there we go, Marty's messaged back. We'll just push the little notification.
Marty says, I'm sure I'll love it, Mitch. Do you want to reply?
No.
Okay.
So there you go. That's how simple it is to obviously reply to messages as well, and obviously have them read out as you're driving. Now I'm going to navigate to we're going to go to Bunnings. Feel like a sausage and some bread. Navigate to Cranbourne Bunnings.
Navigating to Bunnings Cranbourne.
And you can see automatically it comes up with it on the map, and it started our navigation process. Now at the moment it's telling us that there's going to be a delay because the time to the destination is in red. If there is no delay, the time would be displayed to us in green. Medium traffic would be in yellow. Okay. Now at the moment I do have voice notifications turned off for voice directions. If you want them enabled, you just touch the little microphone or the speaker button in the top left hand corner of the top right hand corner of the green box here. And then we can go unmute. And now when you're driving along, you'll have the audible directions rather than obviously just having the visual ones on the screen here. We can also have a look at, you can share your journey, you can destinations, you can show other routes, and you can search along that route. So say you've put your destination in for a restaurant you're heading out to at night, but you need to grab some fuel on the way. You can search along the route and search for a petrol station. And so the system will find the closest service station that's in proximity to the area that's going to be convenient for your journey, and obviously direct you to that. Moving across, we've got the telephone. So you can see recent contacts or frequently contacted customers in the screen here. You have got a digital keypad, which you can obviously enter in a phone number manually. Once again, you do have a toggle up the top here for your voicemail, dialing a number, call history, and your missed. Okay. Moving down, this will take you back to the home screen, so I won't push that yet. We'll just move straight across to the headphones. Now the headphones is your media. Now Apple CarPlay and Android Auto both support a varying amount of media streaming services. The main one obviously for for Android Auto is Google Play Music, and obviously Apple Music being the main one for Apple CarPlay. So I've got Spotify here just to show you how easy it is. We jump straight into that. We've got our music ready to go. And the same thing goes. If you wanted to search for music, you just have to say play the artist, play the track, and the car will search, well, your phone will search for those artists or tracks and play them for you. Okay, now being Spotify, you do have access to pretty much everything you would in the mobile app or on your desktop computer. It's just taking a little while to load there. Recently played your library radio, etc. So it is very simple to use. You can't break the system. It is really user-friendly. What I'll do is I'll just show you back to the return to Mitsubishi motors. So in saying that your phone's connected, you're now sitting on the Mitsubishi home screen, streaming media from your phone, and vice versa. You can still go to your FM station, tune into an FM station, and then head back to the apps. So say you listen to a particular radio program every morning or afternoon on the way home from work or dropping the kids off at school, you can still have that radio station in the background while using that Android Auto system or the Apple CarPlay feature. So I'm just going to cover off the Easy Select four-wheel drive system that we have in the GLX Plus. Down here in the lower center console, you can see this rotary dial here. Currently selecting 2 high, 2H. So 2 high is basically a two-wheel drive vehicle for use on paved surfaces, normal terrain, like your streets, freeways, etc. Next across you have 4 high, 4H. That engages four-wheel drive mode. So the car will then move all power to all 4 wheels, obviously moving through the left or right of the vehicle as needed, depending on which side of the car has the least amount of grip. Next across we have 4L. So pushing the rotary dial down, we can then select 4L, which is 4 low. That's low range gearbox, so the car theoretically has another 5 gears. That's for mainly your off-road purposes, very low grip terrain where you do need the engine power to get moving without the speed. Now 2 high and 4 high can be selected on the move between 2 high, 2-wheel drive, and 4 high, 4-wheel drive, up to 100 kilometers an hour. You can move between those quite regularly and freely. You do need to bring the vehicle to a complete stop to engage the 4 low function. Once again, 4 low is mainly only going to be used in off-road environments anyway. The 4 high four-wheel drive system can be used in normal road conditions, obviously if terrain can get a little bit slippery, so on a heavy downpour or something on the road, it would be obviously something that you might consider putting it into four-wheel drive for. I'm just going to cover off just quickly the lower section of the center console here. So you do have your gear selector, 5-speed automatic as mentioned before, USB and HDMI port down here, and a USB port with a 12-volt charging socket here as well. Okay. Thank you again for watching the video I've produced here on the Triton GLX Plus. We're located at Berwick Mitsubishi, just up the Monash Freeway. You can contact us on 9907 0555. Our staff here are more than happy to help you with anything that you may have any questions about with our range or the GLX Plus. We also do offer a mechanical protection plan that covers you up for 10 years or 200,000 kilometres. For more information on that, click on the link in the description below. You should see a short video on that explaining all the details of that fantastic promotion that we have. Thanks guys, thanks very much, and once again feel free to contact us at Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mitch, happy to help. The number's 9907 0555. Thank you.